Good morning. Wakey, wakey, rise and shine. It's morning time.
Release from jail, innit? Yeah. Obviously, these men are violating. Obviously, I breached my CBO for unstateable reasons. Like, it wasn't even my fault why I breached it. Now I'm out here, nothing. I don't have my jacket, I don't have my wallet. They didn't give me nothing. And they just give me one number and I can't make no calls. They're violating. I'm not in the mood at all. No, they're saying I can't come in at all. Like, I just have to go out and find my own way now, fam. And I need to cool my sister, man. They're violating. I'm just not happy, fam. Like, to be honest, that's what it is, man. I need my sister, I need my They tell me I need to go all the way back to Thameside before 4 o'clock to get my stuff.
Big up everyone. So as you can see, he's been released. He got released yesterday at some point. He's still talking the same old rubbish. So what I take from that, what he's just done with that news, that video there that's just been on, that he doesn't think anything of this is his own fault. So he's obviously in denial a little bit, isn't he? You know, I got sent to jail for nothing of my own fault. Well, I didn't see it like that, me, and I don't think a lot of other people seen it like that. Be very interesting to see what his next moves are, what he's going to do next, because I do think he's got that one of his little mates at Skits or whatever he's called. I think it's called Skits. He's kind of his boss. You can see that when he's doing stuff, he's kind of being told by that Skits to do it. You can I just get that vibe off them, but I'll keep this updated with what happens there. So moving on, so I want to give a shout out this morning to UK Lady. UK Lady's done quite a bit for me. She's made logos, she's done intros, starts, the middle bit, you know, the bit that I need to speak of. She's done a lot of that for me, you know, behind the scenes. So big up to UK Lady. So I'll leave her link down below and I'll try and tag her in the title as well. Just makes it easy. If anybody wants to subscribe, they can just click on it and subscribe, can't they? Let's start with these live streams then. So last night I noticed that there was a few live streams going on, but just nothing really interesting on them. Now I could put them on and you can just sit and watch, you know, just one or two people talking to each other, but you know, just not exciting, them bits. We've got Gripper and John Smith. Now Gripper's is two different live streams because he had an afternoon one and he had a late night one. So what I've done is I've put it all into one, but it is split into two. You will be able to notice which one's which. So we'll start with afternoon Gripper and I'll come back to you at the end.
Yeah, maybe I should have. But you can come up here, Jamie.
Yeah,
Come up,
Jamie.
come up, Jamie. Let's sort this out and get this nipped in the bud once and for all. Come on, mate.
Yeah, mate. So
You're welcome.
come and have a talk. I played my sub.
Let's get this nipped in the bud and sorted. And
Your mic's gone funny.
is it me?
No,
Go on.
I've just took it's echo cancellation. Is that okay, Jason?
Is
It's
that
not
better?
me then.
Is that better?
That's better.
Okay, mate. Thank you.
That's fair.
Yeah. I'll just say, Jamie, come up. There's no nonsense up here, mate. Come up, have a chat. Let's sort this bullshit out, innit? Because
Come on, Jamie. Let's get up here and sort it out.
yeah, come on. There's nothing really to sort out, but just let's have a chat. Well, I'll jump off. I don't care.
You can stay on. You can stay on, man. It's all right.
Yeah, I would jump off and leave his toilet having a chat if you want. I mean, however you want it.
Yeah, I can stay on, guys. It's all right. It's okay. I'm sure if Jamie wants to come on, he could come on. If you know,
I love me, Jamie. You know that. You know.
Good
I love you as well. You're all good people. Okay, that's all I know. You're all good people. And you need to sort it out.
Yeah.
You've all influenced me in doing my own lives, so fucking sort it out.
Yeah.
And that's the truth, to be fair.
Yeah, he doesn't want you to bitch. Yeah, no bitching about Ron if you come up, Jamie. Let Vincent do that. Reach.
It's on you guys, isn't it?
See that, look. Right. You see what I mean there? I'm so pleased about it. I'm glad I've done this now, actually.
Yeah,
Jamie.
yeah. So you've got 5 minutes.
Same people here go in Jamie's as well. You know what I mean? It's just crazy, isn't it? It's just fucking stupid.
Well, Jamie's a diamond. I've known him and spoken to him for years. He's got all he has really is good intentions. People are making out on him. He does this for that. It's not like that with Jamie at all. I'm telling you that now.
Oh, sorry,
Jamie.
Sorry,
JJ.
Jamie, I'll put you next to me, Jamie. Mate. Yeah, mate.
Well, thanks for having me on. I didn't think we'd get to this stage, but reading the chat, it's important that we do move on, isn't it? Because it's not just affecting us.
Yeah,
it's affecting other people as well. So I want to do that.
And I do. Jamie. That's what worried me. You know what I mean? Right, okay. The community post this morning, when I saw Zara post that community post, can I just put it out there? I wasn't being antagonistic. I wasn't being rolling up.
Do you want to show it, seeing as we're talking about it, then, so people can see what we're on about?
What the community? What No, I posted on Zara's, get it right a bit. Zara's community post this morning, and because you said something about I should have, if freedom is, what did you say on Friday? Let me get this right. You says a bit of advice, free advice.
So take it in context that you said that live went on for a long time. So and you're just going to pick out that one instant, and what I said So if, you're just being selective about that. That's fair enough. So that's why I'm saying we'll show the post then. To kind of get to where what I'm suggesting is what I thought were going on. And it does seem quite clear that that's what we're going on, because you've took a long time off YouTube. You've come back today. And then you've decided, okay, so I'm going to set up this live for tonight. I'm going to have my say. They were your words.
I was going to, Jamie. I was,
Yeah. And so obviously you're thinking, oh, well, Zara and Joe, obviously get them on board, get them up. That's what it looks like, because you're there pointing out to them what you've heard said about them. So obviously they're going to respond with, oh, yeah, no, ha, 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 see you later, Gripper. Let's have a, you know what I mean? So all I've said is, oh, you want to drag it on still? It's not our fault you aren't being on YouTube since Friday, is it? Or Thursday? It's not our fault that. We dealt with this last week, and then I wake up this morning, I'm like, oh, Gripper's going to drag it all up again, is he? So I'm going to call it out. I said, oh, you want to drag it out? I said, if you want to drag it out, drag it out. I said, no worries. You have a good stream. That's all I said. So it's what it is. And that's all.
You know what, Jamie? It's funny you should say that. The first thing I logged on this morning was that you log on community and then go down. It's about the first couple of things, and actually seeing that post from Zara. So it's actually the first thing I actually logged on to. But you say I wasn't on since last time I was on YouTube was Saturday morning. I was on the ministries, right? And I shot off. I've been away for the weekend, bank holiday thing, things like that. Which is I do. I don't come on here most weekends, and people probably know I don't come on here most weekends. I come on YouTube in the week. But I didn't know what was said on your live on Friday, the first hour. I didn't know. I didn't hear Ron's till I listened the next day. So I was like on catch up, Jamie. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, you'd have had to have invested 8 hours to watch Ron's live, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So I don't think I doubt you invested 8 hours and watched Ron's live. I doubt that very much.
I'm not good with Jamie. We're not ready to have a go at Ron, though, Jamie. Because not.
No, but I'm just saying. You said you watched Ron's live back, but that went on for about 8 hours, mate.
I watched the bit what was interesting, what situation, what was going on. So I did listen to that as well. So and then I listened to yours, and so I got everything like a block. So when you listen to everything at once at the same time, take things in and then things like that. And so when I came back, and the fucking first thing I see on the Monday morning, when I logged back on this morning, was Zara's post. So I just made that flippant comment. Yes, it was a flippant comment about giving me advice. But I wasn't getting soldiers ready for a big hate speech live tonight to go against you or your channel, everybody like that, right?
Well, that's what it does look like. I mean, and I wasn't doing, and I can say the same. I wasn't replying to do exactly the same as you. I was just doing to you what I thought you were doing, and I've been like that ever since. And how many? I've said it a million times. You get what if you're giving it, I'm going to give it back, and I don't want to be like that because it doesn't help anyone. So I really want us to just stop it, and it's like, who's going to be the first to stop it? I thought we stopped it.
If it doesn't stop, there's people just going to lose that, and there's going to be trolls are rubbing their hands, and it's going to be
the only people that are gaining. No one will grow. It's just nonsense.
And let's face it, there's loads of instigators.
100%, and It affects people's lives. It affects people's mental health. We say what you want. It really does. And
Jamie,
people don't like it.
Something earlier to Colin Maguire. He says, get ready for his hate live. My live is not a hate live, Jamie. I don't want it to be.
Well, I use emotive language, you know, because I'm trying to get my message out there.
Yeah, I understand.
Hang on
like
a minute, guys. Look
strong
what's going on.
Strong thing
that's
to say. But I don't.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay, sometimes it has happened, Jamie. I put my hands up. Yeah, it has been. And sometimes some things have gone fucking over the top. And sometimes I've had to pull people off, including the person who goes on your channel, Gamer. I've had to chuck him off loads of times because he starts fucking saying things. You know what I mean?
That's Jamie.
You know,
100%.
You know, so yeah, it does. But there's a line. I've got a line as well, Jamie. As no, this is no freedom channel. I've got a line too. I like a laugh and a joke, banter, or whatever. But I don't. It's no freedom channel. No, I don't want people coming on here. But say, oh, Jamie's that, Jamie's this, blah blah blah.
Well, it's all right if they've got some evidence or something to back it up, but if it's just a brigading and nonsense, I wouldn't allow that for anyone else. And I'm not even saying don't do it. I'm just saying, well, fair enough. I'm not going to put myself in that environment if it's just going to be a load of nonsense like that. And what I said was, carrying on like that is probably not good for the channel anyway. That's what I was trying to say.
Oh, yeah, I don't. Do you think I want make my channel into like an anti-Society X channel?
No, not an anti-Society X channel. A bunch of morons in your chat slagging everyone off just for their own entertainment.
Yeah, because they don't all end up here and I'm just full of trolls. Simple.
You'll end up with a load of morons.
Mm-hmm. I know that. Sorry, just having a drink because it's bloody hot. You know what I mean? I understand all that. But when can we talk about the live and what was said and things like that? When what Di said about my life.
The people that has protected this showed that you don't like the same things I don't like. You know, we're probably both on the same page here because I've had a taste of it, then you've had a taste of it. No one likes it, so in that live I did say no, we're not doing that. Let's stop. Just leave it be. So yeah, it is what it is. There's people going to defend me. There's people going to defend you.
Yeah, the moderators are going to defend you. Yeah, but Di, I'll say recorded reality. They're going to defend you, and hopefully, my same as Marie Moon and so on is in chat. They're going to defend me as well, aren't they? So yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that with a pinch of salt.
And no one's going on at people for defending. It's just the absolute nonsense comments, which you know what they're about. And you're right, Sophie. I've snapped at Sophie. It's caused me to get snappy. I've made many mistakes, Gripper. I really have. I've not been perfect. And you usually when I stopped smoking, but I decided to do it in front of 150 people live. Jesus. And that got me. I've had emotional nights. It gets difficult on lives. I've made many mistakes.
I've been there. I know what it's like. I know. Honestly, Jamie, that's why I need a break off here sometimes. I love to listen, Jamie. I love doing these lives. I love talking to these guys out here in chat and having them talking about different things and different people coming on the panel talking about different things. I love all that, right? And it's the same with yourself. You do. Your topics are great. You stick on topic and things like that and all that. But honestly, sometimes I just need a break off it as well. Do you know what I mean, Jamie?
It's very difficult. I know I sympathise with anyone that can do these lives. Get to that. It's very, very difficult. It is.
You know what it's like being a host, and I know what it's certainly always like. I mean, I've done stupid lives about 26 hours. One I did 12-hour live, and they're just crazy because in the end you get nothing out of it. All you do is just get no sleep and knackered, and you're knackered for the next day. You know what I mean?
Well, this is the things like when I'm going on, when I'll say stuff like that. I'll say, "You do a live for no," you do that. You crack on.
Well, I just jumped on this afternoon because either you or I spoke to the Colin Maguire situation. And I was literally talking about he mentioned Everton before me, and I just mentioned a football comment. I've never spoken to Colin in my life.
No, exactly. I mean, we're seeing it. You were just like
you thought I wasn't doing.
Well, it's just if we've been on YouTube a long time, we know what goes on in chats. We see. We see what's going on.
I know, but I wasn't. But I don't know if you banned me or ever banned me or Colin banned me.
I 100% did not ban you. I know banned you, but it wasn't me. No, and you got banned when you started putting, "I'll have my say. I'm live tonight."
It wasn't me. I didn't do it by mistake, did I?
No, you might not. I'm not bothered, man. Sorry.
Was it me?
And look, I think you should accept it though that it were a bit fair. You were in there just literally for your own gain. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I was there to talk to you. Yeah, there you go. And
I don't think it was me. I don't think it was.
No,
It wasn't you.
Right, it's all cool. As long as I get unbanned, I'm not bothered. I want to.
You'll be already unbanned, Gripper. You know, I've just been on phone to Torbs. You know that's not what it were about. It were about. It's about no, we're not doing that. He's allowed that to go on. You know, for all that time, and there were no progress. It were only going to be a case of see you tonight for the big expose shite bullshit.
Yeah. But you see, what I mentioned earlier on, I don't know if you was here, Jamie. I said something about the real world, and Tubbs was like questioning my comment, and he jumped on panel straight away and said, "Blah blah blah." You know, what do you mean by that? And I wasn't being derogatory about anybody who needs YouTube, who YouTube is, like I say, and I've heard you say this as well, Jamie, a lifeline to some people, and it bloody is a lifeline to some people.
That's the biggest frustration when we've got a team of. I mean, I would never value 4 or 5 people in my chat causing trouble for other people. I'd never value them above the brilliant people that we have, great hosts like yourself. I just wouldn't value them at all. Yeah, and they go, well, you know, and they'll say, well, I'm banned.
Jamie, I get that, look, you see? So, look, now I'm being two-faced, you see?
Yeah, because they're obviously feeling like you're talking normally, you're accepting common sense, you know, we're having a real discussion and they won't like it, you know, because they want to just control.
Because I'm talking to you now, you see, they wanted war.
But that's because that's why I'm saying we shouldn't value those 4 or 5 people that want to have that. They just know that they don't bring anything to the party other than hate and nonsense and bullshit and their own personal grievances. We don't know what their intentions are. We don't know who they are. And yeah, you know, and why would no one wants to go in the chat? Well, you won't go in the channel if people were just slagging you off in chat, would you? You know, you just have to stay away.
I faced it. I've been in chats like it though, Jamie. I'm not being funny, Jamie, but I just give it back though. Do you know what I mean?
I am very guilty of that, but it doesn't help us, mate. We make rods for his own backs, don't we?
Afterwards, don't you? Thinking, oh,
and that's what I thought Friday were about, where I was saying, guys, it only affects us. It needs to stop. It's me that's suffering. It's only affecting Gripper. I said all this, you know.
Oh, no, who's being two-faced? I don't see no one being two-faced.
No, you probably think you've been two-faced talking to Jamie, JJ. Someone just put towards me.
Ultra is there. He were in the chat.
You need to add him.
He were in the chat the other day talking fine with Ultra. And I was saying, it's weird, right, mate? Honestly, mate, last week it were all good in my chat with Ultra. It's all good. Oh, yeah, I must be banned. We were saying,
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then we said, well, we didn't. It wasn't banning people we personally. What were happening, and we didn't send anyone over here. We're not that pathetic. Someone said, well, right, one of my mods said to me, and this were coming to me, right? He said, I had one stream on here and one stream on another. And what were happening was they were watching for people that were saying, I'm going over to say this. And then before they could even say it, they were just banning them. Obviously, that's a good move. You know, it's like, oh, you know, we've got your back is what they were showing. We're not...
I love you all equally and would gladly bum you all.
You know. And the sad thing is, like, you've got Last Waffle now. Like, imagine the situation last week if I'd have been bigging up the Last Waffle, big up Last Waffle, big up Last Waffle, big up Last Waffle, yeah. He won't be saying last night, well, like watching paint dry. He'd have said, oh, last night's quiz were amazing, Society X, yeah. It's just fake shit, and it's because he got called out being an absolute mong, causing his trouble. So I've just not tolerated it, and they don't like it.
See, this is it, Jamie. See, if you boot or ban anybody, they're going to jump across over here as well. You see, I've said
that's right. That's right, and so I was saying you want to, and that's what I've been doing.
I like Society X therapy room.
And yeah, we try and mix it up. I mean, we're just trying to find his feet, aren't we, Gripper? Same as you. We're just trying to.
What's that? What does conform? So I like conform. So you just straight channel owners can steer straight views there, but you can chat the banter. Opinions of two strict like channel owners can. Yeah, very true. Conform. I'll take that.
If you got blocked that night, it's because you were over here causing dramas, shit staring, and then coming over and shit staring there. That's why people were getting banned.
John said to you, Jamie, about he got blocked the channel. Them 2 or 3 went over that time. It wasn't. They were doing it for a lot. They wasn't being antagonistic or started or anything.
But it's not funny, is it? Because you're not. You know what I mean? I don't get the joke.
I actually said, please don't anybody go across there.
I'm jumping on, man. I need to go and have a cup of tea. Vincent, just to get back to what you said. Vincent, I don't come on here telling people, oh, check every account. I just take people as they come. So if I think you're
but you were convinced, Deegan. I spoke to you personally by phone, trying to reason with you, and you convinced of the people I was fucking Adi McGillicuddy.
Yeah, well,
who was ripping me?
I was the guy that was there.
Vincent.
I was the guy.
I wanted to make that point, Deegan. Carry on talking to Ron. I just wanted to make that point.
Yeah, but Vincent, it's a good point. But Vincent, the only problem with that point is I don't come on here telling people check everything. I don't. I just say if you tell me your name is Mary and you're on this YouTube, I'll accept that. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. I don't check.
Mary.
Well, that's all right. Yeah, Joe, put up the video.
What video? What do you want me to put up, Joe?
Yeah, the video.
Let's have a look at Deegan's cock. Come on.
Shut up, let Jenny speak. You ever can't let Jenny speak.
Zara, you're here.
Oh, the women will be looking in the kitchen to see if it's clean.
What video do you want, Joe? What video do you want me to put up?
Zara's here now.
No, I'm here. I'd like to see Deegan's cock. I want to see Deegan's cock. I'm only here for Deegan's cock. Let's go.
Zara.
You have the original, Zara.
There is a video.
Perhaps.
So there's no video, Zara, now?
No, perhaps. Yes or no?
What are you fucking talking about? Zara's not got a clue what video you're talking about. Just like I've not got a clue.
You mentioned it, Joe. You keep saying it about Mr. Deegan.
No, I came in before Zara did, because I was here. I'm muted.
Well, that's why Mr. Deegan jumped up.
Because I was on the phone.
I don't trust many people now.
Mr. Deegan, do you want to repeat what you just said earlier? Because I don't think JoJo's heard you.
Listen, I don't need to repeat it. Joe knows what he said. He knows exactly what he said because he said it a few times. It's not the first fucking time.
Mr. Deegan, are you there, babe? Hi.
On about that, Joe. What about the fucking shower video that you keep mentioning about Mr. Deegan?
Hang on, are we allowed to say hello to each other?
Well, you're deflecting, Joe. You're not listening, man.
I said that was a kitchen, not a shower.
I didn't even know that he was there. I am.
Right,
Hang on! Shut up! Everyone, shut up!
Before you open your mouth.
Yeah,
but you keep on about the video. You're not answering Mr. Deegan, are you?
What do you mean?
I've never heard Zara saying it. I've only heard Joe saying it.
Right, only Joe. Right, okay, I
apologise. You asked me a
Think
question.
you and I will never conform, carried it on as well, Lynn. Come on. See it both ways. You know, fucking hell. Don't play innocent.
Wait a minute. What's Lynn saying? Wait a minute. Right, can anyone just elaborate a little bit here? Why is Lynn getting shit for...
You're fucking lost, Joe.
Joe, stop deflecting.
Why is Lynn getting shit for what Vincent lied
about? Joe, you deflected.
Didn't lie about anything, Joe. Tell us about the video, Joe.
Why is Lynn getting shit for what Vincent lied about, Gripper?
Didn't lie about anything, Joe. Bring up the evidence, then.
You know fuck all, to be honest. Yeah? You know nothing.
I know fuck all because you're not saying fuck all.
You're the guy that would bully Lynn shit. Bully Lynn.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on, let's roll that next 2 years, Joe. Let's roll that last 2 years, Joe. You can't answer a simple question. You can't answer a simple question.
You know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I do.
You know what you're talking about, Grandpa?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Are you talking about
more than you, Joe, actually.
Because
I probably know a lot more than you.
I was fucking there.
I know a lot more than you,
I
Joe.
saw what he said to you.
Well, where is it, Joe? Where is it, Joe?
Me and Jason V.
Let's see it, Joe.
We actually, Divas wise, yeah. Me and Jason, Lynn
He's on about you, Vincent, not me.
I know.
He's on about Anne-Marie and you again.
He's happier to go back 14 months than he is to discuss what's happened tonight.
Some real truth, to be honest.
Well, produce the evidence, Joe. Let's get back to this video of Deegan. No, you shut the fuck up, you Scottish fucking toothless mongo.
Listen, get your fucking albino face up, you cunt. Right? Yeah? Get your albino
What do you say, Ginger? What did you say, Ginger?
Yeah, you little Irish little
Ginger
fucking
retard.
Shut your fucking hole, cuss, before you get stabbed up.
Yeah. Joe, you ain't capable of anything. Tell us about the video, Joe. Come on.
For the cutie who your cuz is, cuz. Tell them all.
Oh my lord, he's bringing up things from 18 months ago. Mentioned golf, Joe.
Coming out now.
Nathan wants to admit to being a fucking related sneak like
You're
you.
full of fucking shit, Joe. You're full of fucking shit, Joe.
I'll tell you what, people, whether you like it or not, he told everybody that he heard what people said he was related. And I said,
what?
Shut the fuck up, cuz, before you get
This is all bollocks.
Make it makes I think we have the evidence there, Deegan. Good to see you, man.
Sit down, Darren, Ron, and them else. See
you later, dude.
Yeah, take care, Deegan. You started this up, Deegan, you did.
He works with a popo. He works with a good son.
I do, Joe. I do. It's called having a job, Joe. I do, Joe. I have to. For the safety of my workers, I have to.
Away you go and fucking take all your money
Yeah.
make for this country.
You know it's not illegal. You know it's not illegal to get along with the police if you have to utilise their services, don't you?
Like you, is it?
Yeah. If you've been a scumbag and been arrested every day of your fucking scumbag life, that's on you, Joe, not me.
Yeah, but Vincent, here's the funny thing, Vincent. You won't mean
That's not funny, Joe.
Peter Popo, fuck you up, bitch.
Yeah.
Big up Paul T.
Come up here, make me
Big up the Borough Boys, Paul.
Guess what? It's really nice.
Yo, Paul C.
To be honest, I think Vincent's a bit like Wilder. English.
Are you distracting everything onto me, Joe? Distracting everything onto me because you didn't want to talk about the video.
Put your face up, bro.
Why don't you change your subheading to professional bullshitter?
Why don't we change it to professional? Go fuck yourself.
I've had a cracking life, JV.
We haven't mentioned you once, Jamie. You've been that busy.
You were doing nuggets, JV.
I'm a member.
What was the best advice Gripper got about me and Zizi? Hey, Society X, you little phase one fuckwits, everybody.
What are you talking about?
Come on.
Oh, you're sucking on his balls when you went on the other day, Joe. Shut up. You're sucking his balls gently, like a woman would.
You got home, Joe, and I've got to watch it, yeah?
Bastard crew.
Oh, my Lord.
That's why referee got done. Society X was a keyboard boy, laptop boy, shoulder boy. That's what he got done for. Society X right there.
Hey.
Oh, big up the email scandal.
Anyway,
that's from 15 months ago.
Stop watching looping video, Society.
The free fucking live free.
They are, Joe. That's your advice, That's your advice, look. Get them banned. There you go.
Fact. Society X gave the laptops to Live 3's message.
Oh my Lord. That was 9 months ago.
Hey, Society X, squaddies are the rats. But hey, Society, you're not a squaddy, are you? You failed.
Squaddies go get battles, though.
You didn't get past
no
Glen
idea.
Close. Why did you get back, squaddies, Society X? Why were you not man enough to be a fully fledged phase 2 at least? Never mind actually.
Is it full boomerang?
You go to battalion.
It's full bookie.
Oh, Stevie boy.
Stevie boy.
Yeah, Saturday.
Never a vet, never served at all. Fact. Who the fuck are you giving advice to Gripper about me and Zizi? Stevie fuck.
What are you talking about? There's nothing like that. There's nothing like that.
He's addressing Jamie in chat.
I'm addressing Society X. I don't call him Jamie. I'm
He's talking about anything but the line of questioning.
Yeah,
by the way, Society, get your tits up here.
I've got the clip to own you.
You got owned, Joe.
No. He wants to pretend, man. He wants to pretend. Yeah? Pretend all you want, you cunt. You do fuck all, Society. You do nothing.
I think
you
he
know
helps a
what
lot of
shit.
people out.
You know about GMM as well, didn't you, Society? But you kept
Channels
that
are
quiet.
good. It's good to have channels.
Oh my
Society,
lord!
let's see how good your laptop is.
Good to have channels, man.
Isn't it right, Society? Because your laptop is about as open as Arkash's, to be fair.
To be fair, he's got a good channel going.
No, he's got a good chat. And you know what his good chat is based upon? Him pretending he's nice.
I say he's got a good
knowing
channel.
fucking nothing.
Channel, bro.
Fuck off.
It's got a good channel.
Your bird's gone, Joe. You don't have to impress anymore.
Ask him about real topics, bro. Real topics, real life.
Mate,
he ain't getting that his shit.
I don't think it's a mic you need. You need a better computer.
Yeah.
You're wrong in so many ways.
Yeah,
Joe.
yeah. And so says the cunt that's like.
Joe, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question, Joe? Do you have any hairs stuck in your teeth from when you were sucking on Society X's balls the other day? Do you have any hairs?
Vincent, do you have any hair in your head after
Yes.
like, being the baldy fuck that you are?
Oh, you called me fucking long black hair 20 minutes
Shut
ago,
up,
Joe.
man. That was the fake shit you did, right? We all know you're an albino boy, Vincent.
I'm not ginger, Joe. That's all I'm going to say.
White,
I'm not ginger.
Vincent is the silver fox. He's the silver fox. That's the best way.
Hey, Nunya.
There you go, silver fox.
Nunya, hello, mate.
Hey, big up Nunya business. Any cunt want to
in
give
the
us
house.
3 gimbals? Hey, Nunya, we all want to be like auditors that are like nonsense and shit. You want to give us 3
Nobody
gimbals?
is
Give us
safe.
3 gimbals, number.
Nobody
Hey,
is
Nunya,
safe from
why is it
Joe's
you're
bullshit.
Here? Why are you here,
Oh,
Nunya?
I
Is
don't
it
believe
because
Joe's ripping into everybody.
You've got
today.
no
I mean,
cunt,
he
no
noticed.
cunt in Australia.
It'd
Why are
be-
you not
it'd be really
actually
nice
giving
if you
money
could
to...
walk.
Big up the Australian guy.
What is
eh?
it, Connie?
Come on, there's an Australian guy. There's an
It'd
Australian
be
guy.
really
eh?
good.
There is.
It'd be really
You're
good.
enjoying it, Connie. You're enjoying it, Connie, Cooper.
Big up the
Connie,
Australian guy that's
you
been
enjoy
telling us
yourself,
all
Cooper.
everything. Eh? None of your business doesn't promote this guy. None of your business doesn't promote the Aussie Cossack. None of your business doesn't tell us about the Aussie Cossack. And the Aussie Cossack's the only country in Australia that's telling us what's happening. Why is none of your business trying to give Mongol non-auditors gimbals just so he can get what?
In your opinion.
Into Laura Lou.
What the fuck?
Fucking sky. None of your business backed every cunt up, bro. All the wrong ones. And do you know why?
Because he's kind.
Because he didn't back up Aussie.
Because he's kind.
Cossack. Oh, none of your
put it
business in
down
Australia didn't back up Aussie Cossack. None of your business in Australia didn't donate to Aussie Cossack. And Aussie Cossack is the only Australian that's been telling us everything that's been happening. And none
Say
of your
what,
business
Grip?
wasn't
Aussie
in
Cossack,
his
is he
shit.
another auditor?
Why is none of
Yeah,
your
he's a
business
Russian guy in
Aussie
Australia
Cossack?
who was
Wow.
prisoned
Wow.
during COVID a couple of times, I
Telling you
think.
right now, it's
Quite an impressive speaker, but I haven't seen him recently.
Wrongin', ain't you right, Nunya? You're a wrongin', Nunya, and that's why
Oh
you give
my
gimbals.
lord. Joe, give it a rest.
Yeah, why are you attacking everybody now? You attacked Jamie, now you're attacking
Oh, I'm fucking not attacked everyone. I tell everyone what my thoughts is. Yeah? So ask yourself, why is none of your business not actually backing up Aussie Cossack?
Well, don't know.
Well, listen, Aussie Cossacks, the only Australian that the Australian government's coming after, right? Yeah? But none of your business.
He doesn't say any truth, Lynn. He's like you. He's full of shit. Full of shit, Lynn.
You know why I know that? Because I'm in his feeds. I'm in his fucking PayPal. And there's none of your business shit for
You
there.
enjoying the live, Connie? You enjoying being on the
Bring up
live?
the Aussie Cossack. Bring up the only Australian that's actually teaching us what's happening.
Wicked prison thief, wouldn't he? Jesus Christ. Bro, do you know what? Why are prison thieves always fat people? Bro, the best prison thief, right, I ever saw, right, was a skinny guy, bro. This skinny smackhead, bro. Bro, listen, I heard a funny story once, right? And it was, what's that pretty boy called? Sam Smith. He said there was a prison thief on the way. You know what a prison thief is? Someone who plugs stuff, you know, you pay him. Right? So, and this is a true story as well, right? Because I heard it off another guy on an Instagram video. So what they done, right? Listen, this some kid up on the fours, right? Found a mouse, right? And killed a mouse. Right, so what they did, right, they went up to this guy, right, and he said, right, look, we give him a split first, didn't he, right? So they went up to him and he said, look, but we got something. It's pretty big, right? It's about 2 ounces, right? A gear. I want you to plug it, right? I'll give you a spliff now, right? I'll give you a spliff in the morning, right? So what they did, they got this dead mouse, right? Right? They wrapped the dead mouse up, right, in cling film, right? Proper wrapped it up tight and that, right? And as they were wrapping it up, right, they said, right, they couldn't talk, right, because they were laughing so much, right? And one of them went to go out with a cell, right? And he's just like, I can't do it. I can't keep a straight face, right? So they went to man 2. Right, man 2 was like, no, but I can't do it. I'm crying. Right, so they went up to someone who was totally neutral, right, and goes, look, right, go and take this to the cell, right? The guy's fucking waiting, he knows what to do, right? So the guy plugged it, right? And he kept it up his ass, right, for 3 full fucking days, right? For 3 days, yeah? And the whole wing fucking knew about it, right? And they kept on pumping, right? They kept on giving the guy splits and that. Right, they even give him a couple. They even give him like a 10 bag on the out and that, bro. Do you know what I mean? The guy thought, yeah, man, this is staying up here, bro. Shit's not moving, bro. Yeah, I'm the new prison safe, bro. Oh, I was in stitches when I heard that one. Telling you, bro, I was fucking rolling round in tears and that, bro. Rolling round in tears, bro.
Do you remember when fighting trolls were bragging how many Kinder eggs he could fit up?
Yeah, that was right in the beginning. Right there, John, address the coffee bags, please. I'm saying no names. It's more of a look. It's not a personal attack tonight, right? It's just fun and laughs. Hello. It's just fun and laughs tonight. We don't do personal attacks on here and that, you know. And look, I'm not backing Expo up, right? And I'm not backing anybody up, right? But what you've got to understand is, right? Every man, and this is going out to the comment on the thing, right? Every man has to have a hustle, right? Whether you go out and put scaffolding up, right? Whether you go out and clean toilets, right? Whether you go up and fucking put wooden frames up, right? Whether you're a brickie, right? Whether you're robbing people, right? Whether you're selling blowjobs, bro, right? So if you're using that money, right, to pay and help your family, right, and take a little bit of stress off the missus, right, and be like, look, it's a little bit of money there for you at the end of the month, right? But do you know what? Right, I'm not saying I've got a problem with it, right? But look, everyone's got to have their own hustle, bro, right? And that's not backing anyone up or without saying anyone's names, you know? So that's what you got to see it as, right? Because what I do first, I look at the person's YouTube character, right? And then I do a deep dive into them and I look who they are and what they do. Do you know what I mean? So
there's some channels who get donations, but the channels aren't monetized. So if people didn't keep grassing the channels up and stopping it getting monetized, you know what I mean?
Do you know what? You know when you're monetized, right? You gotta treat your channel a certain way. You have to, right? And you can't have dickheads on as much as they're your friend or as much like you can't do it, bro. Link, but I must be addressed as sir. Go on, right? Watch this, everyone, right? We're gonna address him as sir. We're gonna address him as sir. Right? I'll let you in. From on now, Expo shall be addressed as sir.
All rise.
Court's in session.
I feel so stoned.
Oh, I do. But I'm on a good little buzz tonight. I got it all out in the open, do you know what I mean? And done it in a fucking funny way as well, man. God, look at that. We're all eager waiting for him to come on now.
Have you seen Aki's lives, the live watch-alongs?
The live watch? Oh, Aki's live watch-alongs. But I was watching one of them, laughing my fucking head off, bro. And these are the ones
how many good characters there used to be.
From back in the day, bro. Back in the day. Right, everyone. We have a special guest tonight from on now. He shall be referred to as Lord Chief Justice, Sir. Welcome, Expo. How are you, son?
That's more like it, John. I was about to just say, look, I can't stay long. I've got to go. Good night, God bless. But seeing as you introduced me in such a respectful manner, John, I'm going to do you the honour of coming on to your wonderful live stream. I did hear you were having a little rant earlier. I've not had a chance to watch it, but I know it'll be epic, John. But I do, look, I understand. Listen, people, like, no matter what, John, I'll always still have love for you, lad. And I feel like you've got a reason to that because I did do you a bit dirty doing that video, didn't I? But look, I didn't realise at the time. I just thought it was funny, lad, to get me, and I probably did do you a bit dirty doing that video, and I know it ain't
So,
feelings.
look, Expo, the only reason why I took that bad, right? Not even 2 days before we lost.
You know me, I've just got a sense of humour. I thought you'd just roll with it, lad, but like the reflection, you didn't take it well. Do you get me? And it was a bit dirty.
It's all right, bro. You
But
don't
look,
have to
I thought
explain
you'd just
yourself,
roll
man.
with
It's
it
all
and
love.
just. But like, it was my way of doing it, John, because you were getting a bit wild and like I'm getting. You know how many times I had to phone you and go, John, can you please not say that? And I'd never ever console the narrative, but I'd always just do it in a respectful way. You know what I mean, John? That's all. I think you know what how people saying. Like, I'm not wanting to say to you, John, don't say that to them, don't say that to them. It's only that these people might be in my ear going, oh, John's ripping me or whatever, so I'd have to say, John, please don't go in on him or whatever. And I know John was frustrated, he might have felt like I'm holding him back, he wants some rent and all that, to get me, and I do understand that. I wasn't ever trying to, like, but look, I always appreciate you coming on, you helped me channel loads, lad, fucking, used to have some good laughs, you know what I mean? So no matter what, you've helped me channel go, you know what I mean? So I can't. No matter what you've said about me in this lab, I don't give a fuck. I just laugh at her anyway.
Listen, Expo, look, I keep repeating it, right? It's not personal.
I did do a bit dirty, lad, really, doing that, John. I ever think, lad, to get me. I think people going to me, but it wasn't dirty. I just felt like I was just getting a little humble, and it's meant to be stuff like that's meant to be, so you can go and grow yourself. And there you are, doing your own lives, and you're laughing at it.
Look, if I wanted to grow the channel, right, it would take my time, right, from the real world, right, you know, like from the dogs and everything like that. And it just, do you know what? It just got a bit too toxic for me, right? And I predicted how it went, right? And I'll be honest, right?
Channel, you know, I've got like a channel to run, John. There's politics involved, isn't he? Like you got to understand, I've got to deal with a lot of politics and that. And at the end of the day, I'm trying to run it.
It's like
I'm trying to come on YouTube to make it to get at first to get a channel. Now I'm not really asked. Do you know what I mean? I'm just doing them now for the sake of it. But I mean, my intentions were to try and make a living. To get me, look, I've lived a crazy life, John. I don't have to come on here. You know, you're saying before about Danny Leeds and all that. Come on, John, let's be real. Look, you know me, lad. The life I've lived. Look, as if I'm going to go to jail for a little idiot grass like that. I don't even know that. Come on. Do you get me? I'm not on YouTube to act hard or act tough or any of that. Do you get me? I'm on here to have a normal life, lad. I don't need to prove anything to anyone about it. And people like that, I just laugh at them. Do you get me? That's the only reason I get the money to when I'm getting beef on there just for a laugh. Do you get me?
Yeah, but I wanted. Look, right, everybody wants.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, people might want to see me have a fight or whatever. Yeah, but look, listen, if I was going to have a fight, I'd have to be getting paid for it, but I'd have to be against the way the opponents I can fight. I'm not going to fight Danny Leeds, am I? Do you get me?
Yeah,
fucking hell.
No one see you want
look, let's be honest, mate.
Look,
I'm the A side. If I was going to fight someone on YouTube, who are we picking, lads? We're not picking Danny Leeds, are we? You'd be wanting like Darren G or something, wouldn't you? Or you'd be wanting like fucking, I don't know, Ben Archer or someone with a bit of a name, wouldn't you? You're not going to fight some little grass from fucking Leeds that's in the newspaper for grassing on all his mates, am I? Do you get me? Right.
That's all good, Expo. But what you got to see is, right, what the community want, right? And the vibe I'm getting for the community is like everybody wants to see Decker, right, fight Buggy.
Listen, that's what
right?
I do, yeah. That's what my life's about. I'm not taking Sam, my neutral channel, and I'm getting them on and I'm putting, like in my title tonight, Buggy's versus Motorsports. Who's winning? The panel was open for anyone to come on and voice their opinion and say if you feel like, yeah, just go up and fight. If that's what you had to say before, you want to see them fight, you should have come on and just say that's
do you know what, Expo? I wanted to interrupt, right? I wanted to jump on tonight, right? And be totally out of character, right? And say to Buggies, right? Buggies, stop wasting your time, right? Making them videos, right? You got a good wife that loves you, right? You got a better lifestyle than 95% of these people, right? And he's got exactly the same interests as me, like his high-end cars. He likes his, but even his fucking boat is literally like my fucking boat, right? And I know he's not like this in the real world, right? I know that, right? And I think his mental health is being affected, right? And pumping
Hold on, let me answer this neutral comment because it's an important comment, right? Expo, how can you make a living off the odd coffee here and there, blah, blah, blah? Now, as I was saying, neutral, I'm not making a living now. I'm just on it. Like I said, now I'm not on it to make a living. Do you get me? But like months back, that was the intention. I was monetized and I did make a living. You know, I've made like 1,800 quid a month, £2,000 a month up to £2,000 with the super chats and everything else, which is a living for someone like me. Do you get me? So that's, I mean, it's not the best, but obviously I was planning to go the channel. I was, you know, I'd go a lot bigger, make a lot more money than that, but because I thought at first, you know, that's what you can do. But now, obviously, now I mean, I sell about 500 quid's worth of copies a month. That's not a living. Do you get me? That's just a little helps if we do a little live. So I'm not on here. And as for starting as a troll, no, you might have heard me say on Joe Kids, I just started off trolling Darren G. No, that I said that on purpose to provoke Darren G. I weren't trolling him. I was just exposing him for the little grass he is. And that's because I had a personal issue with him. So hopefully that answers that question. But in exposing him, the channel numbers were growing and that, and I got involved on YouTube and did make a YouTube channel. But I wasn't trolling him.
It's
I was
mad how
exposing
people
him.
can get dragged into these beats and where it becomes real and that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, everything else
I
I
can't
just
wrap
laugh
my
at
head
it.
around it anymore, Expo. I can't.
I know how you feel, lad. I know how you feel, but like I say, it's just showbiz to me. I just come on, have a drink and just get stoned overnight and that's it, just have a laugh. Do you get me? There's no narrative. I haven't got no narrative. I've got my own personal answer to God. There's no one controls me channel or me or influences me. You know that, John. I've fucking always spoke to you. When we were ever going live, did we ever have narratives? We'd just say, like, we fly over live and have a little laugh and we'll just rip the back out of someone, or it'd just be like that, wouldn't it? There's never no big plan or script, wasn't it? Hey.
I know, but everyone takes it too personal. No, Expo.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. Yeah, because there's a lot of John. There's a lot of mongos in this community and a lot of wrongings. You get me? If you get too deeply involved in it and you're watching it all and going from live stream to live stream and you're living on YouTube, then you'll take it. It become your real life. But to me, I don't watch all live streams all the time. And I do my own, like a little 2 hours or whatever, 3 hours. I watch the odd video and that's it on YouTube. That's it. I watch normal shit and do normal shit. You get me? From the
Do you know what?
So I come on my live and I'll say what's going on today. I'll just try and find out and go, who's saying this? And someone will send me something, a clip or something, and I'll go, oh, and I'll just make a topic of it and just have a laugh and just flow and just raw. That's how we do it. You get me? And obviously, you can't please everyone. Some of the guests you might get on, or some of the mods I might have on my channel, people might like the mods and stuff like that. You can't please everyone, can you? Do you get me? But then you get rid of their spanners and then they'll turn on you, so you can't please everyone, can you? But I do try and bring peace, as well as having taken a piss and all that, John. I do try and bring peace as well. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't be here talking with you now, would I, if I was a bad person? I'd just be being horrible, making videos about you, or laughing, or ignore you, wouldn't I? I'm here now trying to talk to you, because I believe that you deserve that, because the video I done was a bit dirty, and I do believe you deserve the least I could do is give you that honesty on your channel. Do you get me? For you, look.
I know, but let's be honest. Well, you did throw me in the press, but I'm not gonna lie.
I did,
when
yeah.
I did
that video. But it wasn't a clear ending. Look, I never clear ending. I didn't think how bad it was. I wasn't like meaning to kill you off or anything. I didn't think it was just something we could laugh off. Do you get me? Because it wasn't really that serious.
The thing about it is, right, Expo, right, look, dogs, right, is my own source of income.
Yeah, well, I didn't, at that bit, I didn't know. That was the bit more got me. But look, I took the video down, John. And you didn't ask me to. So that should tell you, obviously. I thought
and I did.
I had to talk about it, and I couldn't get when you said that.
You were saying,
and I felt bad about it. Yeah, I said, John, if it's that bad, look, I'll take the video down. All you had to say was straight away was take the video down, but you never. And you just got sitting in the front and you never got in touch with me.
She said to me, why just say that? But I live by a certain philosophy, right? I never tell, and this is online.
But then you didn't have to ask me, did you? Because I took it down, John. So if I was a bad person, I would have left it up, wouldn't I? Or when you talk shit again, I would have re-uploaded it, or, you get me? I haven't done that, have I?
Do you think let me ask you a question. Do you think you'll get back to the way you were where people weren't offended, right? And like where we are like between 500 and 700 every night, and by what 2-3 days, or is up to like 5,000? Do you think you'll ever get
you
back
only
to
get
that?
numbers. Listen, what you got to realise, anything over 300 on a live on YouTube is fucking decent numbers. If you're getting over 300, like you're flying. Forget the 700s. The only time anyone's getting 700s and that is if you're a big name on YouTube, or there's a real topic going on, or there's something going on like a beef, or like a Darren G's just been knocked out in a pub, or Jack Eggy, or someone in the community like that. Something goes on and there's something to talk about, and someone comes on the panel. They're the times you get them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
now,
but that Jack Eggy thing.
Don't forget, I've had 2,800 people watching one of my lives. That's
I
a lot
remember
of
that
people.
night with Dodgy Dave. I remember that.
2,800. So people are like say, oh, he's gone to fucking. And these are the people that aren't on the channel anymore. It's just the same. I haven't changed. I'm the same person. You know what I mean? You get different guests. Sometimes you'll be bored. Sometimes it'll be fine. But look, if I want to, I could be clickbaiting a lot more. I could be creating drama if I wanted to get big numbers. But I'm not. I'm just going with the flow now because I'm not monetized. That's why the energy. I haven't put the same energy into them. Don't forget, I used to do videos before I go live and all that to hype up and stuff. And now I don't do all that because I'm not monetized. So I'm not. That's why you're not getting that return. Do you get me? It's not worth the hassle for me to go at big YouTubers when I'm not even getting paid for it. Do you get me, John?
Right, so that's going to be it for the live streams. But I've got something else for you before we go. So I've only really caught the back end of this. The Truthfinder. We all know who the Truthfinder is. We know what he does with his channel. We know he trolls people. You know, we've seen him when he first come about, when he only had like 20, 30, 40 subscribers, you know, when he was trying to get himself about. And he was just trolling people, and he was, you know, anybody that he could find in a StreamYard that was live, he'd troll. Last night, I seen him packing everything up, like saying he's changing his channel name. He's not trolling anybody anymore, and he was unsubscribing from loads of channels, you know, that he'd subscribed to troll them. See, I run a channel where I put bits of live streams on, so I'm a bit like the same as him. I subscribe to channels that maybe personally I wouldn't subscribe to, but I subscribe to them because, you know, I want to see what happens. This goes on, that goes on. So I can understand, you know, he's maybe got a few too many, but most of his subscription list was people that he's been trolling. So that something happened with him. He had done something, but I didn't know. I'd only been hearing bits of it. Apparently, he phoned the police in America. I'm going to put a video on in a minute that's got the call on. Now, when I was listening to it, I was like, you could fake that. But I don't think it was fake, because the way she was answering him, at first she couldn't understand him. That's because of his British accent. And then she started to say what he'd said. How many people have you killed? So I'm going to play this video, and then I'll come back to you at the after it.
What's the address of the emergency?
5498 Central Florida Parkway, Orlando, Florida, postcode 32821.
I need you to say the address. I can't understand you.
The address is 5498 Central Florida Parkway, Orlando, Florida, postcode is 328121.
Okay, repeat the address one more time to make sure I have it right.
The address is 5498 Central Florida Parkway, Orlando, Florida 32821, United States of America. I just killed my friends, my uncle, and my father, and my mother, and my grandmother. And my name is Zachary. Yes, I'm on YouTube. My name is Tonic and Sales.
Okay, this is 911. What's going on?
Shot everybody.
You just shot everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, what is your name?
My name is Zachary Martin.
Okay, how many people did you shoot?
I shot about 9 people back of my van. And guess what? I'm a psychopath. And I'm not telling you where I really am. I'm gonna drive off. But I'll give you this. I'll give you my full information. Yeah. My name is Zachary. And my date of birth is I'm gonna give give you a hard time finding me. I'm gonna get rid of this phone and I'm gonna hang up on you. Goodbye.
So what did you think of that? See, he's made it harder to listen to because he's put music over the top of it. Now, I don't know. Yeah, that probably was an address of a McDonald's. I haven't looked where that address was that he said. It probably is an address of a McDonald's. I think it's the fact he said the lad's real name. But that could be a fake call, actually. You listen to it a few times and you're like, she does respond to him. You know what I mean? When he's saying something, she kind of like, at first she can't understand him because of his British accent. And then she says, who have you shot? But then we all know how easy it is to manipulate something like that. You know, you only need a call where a woman's speaking like that, you know, like the operator saying, what, you know, I can't understand you. How many people have you shot? What's your name? You know, things like that. And then you just talk back to it as if you know, as he could have done it like that. Strange little human being in me, isn't he? You know, he's making a lot of enemies. I think that's why he's starting to pack up. He's starting to pack up shop. But then he said he was packing up shop. But then about 3-4 hours later, he was back on doing the same old bullshit again. Anyway, so some people can't change up what they're doing, can they? You know, he could do a lot of other things instead of trolling people, but he obviously can't. So that's going to be it for this morning. So I'll update you if anything else happens, and I'll see you tomorrow.